All the latest news and updates in the lead up to the Australian Open. The Australian Open gets underway on Sunday, but the build-up has already begun. The first tournaments of the season concluded on Sunday, with Aryna Sabalenka and Team USA's Taylor Fritz and Coco Gauff among the winners. Gauff earned a statement win over world number 2 Iga Swiatek when the U.S. faced Poland in the United Cup final, with Swiatek taking a medical timeout. She later addressed concerns over a potential injury ahead of the first major of the year. Meanwhile, play is underway in Adelaide, where Yulia Putintseva had a strong response for the on-court interviewer when her birthday was mentioned. The Australian Open hasn't even started yet, but it's never too early to start thinking about the Davis Cup. The first ties of the year will be held shortly after the Melbourne Grand Slam finishes at the end of January. Britain will take on Japan from January 31st to February 1st at the Bourbon Beans Dome, and the LTA has now announced the squad to represent GB. Cameron Norrie, Jake Fearnley, Billy Harris, and Neil Skupski will be in action. Jack Draper previously announced that he wouldn't be playing. Emma Raducanu has been added to Tuesday's practice schedule at Melbourne Park. The British number 2 is yet to play a match in 2025 after being forced to pull out of her first tournament of the season, the ASB Classic, with a back niggle. She has now arrived in Melbourne to begin preparations for the Australian Open, and she will hit with world number 6 Elena Rybakina, a former finalist at the AO, on Tuesday. Fellow British ace Jack Draper will also begin training at Melbourne Park, hitting with Holger Rune on Tuesday.